Let's talk about the most important things you should be looking for when managing any Facebook ad campaigns. What's going on, everyone? Lazar Silva here from Grow Better HQ Marketing. In today's video, I'm going to show you how we've spent a little over $40,000 this month, September 2022, and that's helped us generate over $100,000 in sales at a pretty good profit margin of 35%. So definitely running profitable ads, profitable campaigns, and making profits. So that's obviously a good thing. And I'm going to show you the 3 to 5 things you should always be looking for when you're looking at your data and your analytics, as well as a tip on a data and analytical tool that we use here. So you're gonna wanna watch this video, and in my next video, we're gonna actually build out a campaign step-by-step, over-the-shoulder view. So this video is gonna be a good preface for that. So let's jump right in, and I hope you guys enjoy. All right, guys, so obviously if you've been watching this channel, you know I'm about full-on transparency. So let's start right here at this page. So just so you guys know, this isn't a screenshot. We're gonna go month to date, and it's already applied, but if I just move it around, click reapply, let everything reload, you see we've had a total of $108,000 in sales, almost 50,000 sessions with a 6% customer return rate. Our average order value has gone up through the roof due to some changes I've created in our products, in our bundling, which I will share this information with you on how to increase your average order value in a later video as well. You see our total orders have gone up 32% as of compared to last month alone. And our conversion rate is slowly increasing. This is typical for our type of business because we're a business that thrives in Q4 with the holiday season. But that's not important right now. So what I want to show you is, so $108,000 in sales. I'm going to go into our Facebook Ads Manager. As you see, this is September 1st to September 29th. I just updated this 11 minutes ago. Let's re-update that. We've spent a total of $40,000 on Facebook. Right now, we're really only spending about $2,000 a month on Google, and that's really where all my spend is for this particular brand. So the main heavy duty spending is coming right here on Facebook. And what I'm looking for to make sure, well, let me back up a little bit. So when you're running campaigns, it doesn't really matter what kind of landing page you have if you don't have good copy, a good video, or a static image, carousel ads, whatever type of campaign you're running, that ad has to be good before you even have an opportunity to sell somebody on your landing page, get them through the cart page and the checkout, and ultimately the confirmation page. So that funnel that you build, you're gonna have, you know, let's see, we've reached 1.6 million people on Facebook this month. We've had 1,600 orders, right? So again, that reach on the top of the funnel is gonna be very, very small compared to the orders. You know, it's going to be large compared to those orders. So you want to make sure that your campaigns are running well. And how do we know if our campaigns are running well? Well, we look at 3 specific KPIs, so key performance indicators. The 3 specific KPIs I like to look at are CPMs. I want my total average below $15. That means for every $15 I spend and I give to Facebook, they're going to show my ad to 1,000 potential customers. So this can be costly. This can be incostly, right? This can be efficient for you, depending on how your targeting is doing. We're going to be speaking about targeting in a lot of depth, because that is the number one thing that people get messed up with and make mistakes on. So make sure you follow, subscribe us, because that video is going to drop here soon as well. So the CPMs, number 1, has to be lower than $15. This will allow our dollar to spread a lot further. You know, you see some here that are 26, you see 13, $7.83. So it's gonna vary based on the campaign, based on the type of campaign you're running, whether it's a reach, a retargeting, a conversions campaign. But overall, your overall campaign, you're going to want that CPM at $15 or less. That's the first thing we're looking at. The next thing we're going to look at is the link click-through rate. So let me tell you and let me explain the difference between the CTR all that you see here on the left versus the CTR link click-through rate. So the click-through all can be, somebody clicking the physical ad itself, like clicking comments or liking it, or clicking our logo at the top left-hand corner that sends them to our Facebook page. The more important one, for me at least, is the link click-through rate, which means that person clicked the Shop Now button, the Learn More button, and landed on my landing page. That metric, that specific KPI, I want it to be above 1%. Right now we're at a 1.37%, which is great. If I'm above a 1%, that means my ad is relevant to the audience that I'm targeting. Remember that. If it's above a 1%, and I know that seems little, if you're doing 5%, you need to show me what you're doing because you're clearly crushing it. But if it's below 1%, it's going to cost you too much money. You're most likely targeting the wrong individuals, so you're going to want to scrap that. So that link click-through rate for us right now is above 1.37%. That's where it's sitting at right now, which means our campaigns on average are doing very well. You see none of them are sitting below that 1%. Some are even higher, near that 2% click-through link rate. So that is great. The third KPI I'm going to be looking at are the CPC, so cost per link click. So that means, what's it going to cost me to get one person off of Facebook and onto my website? My general rule of thumb is to have a campaign-wide CPC of $1. We are actually right at that threshold this month, so I'm not complaining at all. You see here, some are a little higher, $1.31, some are a little lower, 94 cents, 87 cents, and so on and so forth. It just depends on the product, how competitive that market is. The time of year as well plays in the factor of all these. Now, before you start making these judgments and decisions, you want to have adequate ad spend. And for me, adequate ad spend is showing this to 1,000 people. So if I can show it to 1,000 people, spend 15, maybe $20 if I'm testing something, your CPMs are going to be likely higher when you're testing rather than when you're refining your campaigns. So show it to 1,000 people and check what the metrics are showing. You might not receive a sale yet, but if your CPMs are 15 or lower, if your click-through rate is 1% or higher, if your cost per click is $1 or less, then keep your faith in that campaign. Let it run for a little bit longer. Double that again. So if you spent 15 to get 1,000 people, let's spend another 15 to get in front of another 1,000 and see where you're at. Now you'll be making a better decision. If you're getting sales, then let's keep that ad running. If you're not, cut it, kill your losses right there. That way you're not just bleeding money. But remember, so we want those three KPIs: the CPM, the CTR, and the cost per click. Now, if you don't know how to get all these KPIs in the right spot, it's pretty easy. All you have to do is click customize columns, and in here you're able to put any of your columns that Facebook has to offer to show you right up in your campaign. So the ones we've selected and the ones I think are the most important is campaign, delivery, budget, because I want to know what the budget is on a daily a daily limit budget. I want to know how many people it's reaching, the frequency. If you don't know what frequency means, it means how many times has that ad shown up on that individual's newsfeed. So if the frequency is 5, sometimes you see retargeting campaigns. Our retargeting campaigns may get in front of somebody 3 to 5 times. That means the frequency is 5. That means it's on average getting in front of that audience 5 times. Amount spent, very obvious. The CPM, like I said, it was important. The click-through rate all, and the CTR, and the link clicks, I put them all in the same spot so I can easily look at them. We have attribution settings, just the type of attribution window you're using. The purchase ROAS, the purchases, purchase conversion value, the CPP, the cost per purchase, and then I have page engagement. I got that in there twice, but really after CPC, I'm not looking at anything else. Reason being is if you were, or if you're not aware, Facebook's had a lot of issues with tracking after those iOS updates from the summer of 2021. So here's your tidbit. What we use for that is a software called Hyros. So our plan actually is capped at like $88,000. So they stopped tracking us until the first of the month. So you see right here, they stopped us at total revenue of 89 grand and a total cost of $37,000. So you see we got Google, we have Facebook here, and these are the numbers that I actually trust. You know, this will tell me if we're profitable, what Facebook's reporting. So for example, Facebook's reporting we've made 63 grand off our Facebook ads, but in reality we've made $77,000 on our Facebook ads. So a $13,000 discrepancy. Those can make very, very, impressionable decisions. They can make very pivotal decisions on your business and the types of campaigns you're running as well. So you have to keep that in track. So the tracking tool I use is Hyros. If you want a link for that, it's going to be here at the bottom. If you want a little bit more of a step-by-step video, they're going to do a much better job in explaining that than I am myself. But if anyone does join through my link, let me know, and I'll gladly help you, of course, getting it set up. Their service and their setup team is, second to none. But again, if you do need any help, just feel free to reach out to me. So that's a little tidbit. Hyros, you need to use this if you're going to be spending an adequate amount on Facebook, because otherwise you're going to be running all your ads completely blind. So again, guys, this was a shorter video. Let's just run down that summary again. The three most important KPIs you should be looking at is the CPM, make sure it's below 15, the click-through, link-through rate, make sure it's above 1%, and then finally the CPC, the cost per link click, at $1 or less. So if you're running those types of campaigns and you're getting these types of KPIs, then it tells me, and it should tell you the same, that you're targeting the right audience. Now, if you're not getting sales, maybe there's a messaging, indifference. Maybe there's a gap between what you're saying on the campaign and what they're seeing on the landing page. That's another thing we're going to be diving in on these videos. Again, I want to make sure everything is super transparent. I share everything with you guys because, the type of success you get is never going to really affect my success. I feel like the success can be abundant. So we're definitely going to be sharing all that over. So again, make sure you're hitting those three things. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out. Email is down below. And if you haven't already, subscribe, because I'm going to be sending you guys the best type of information you'll be seeing here on YouTube when it comes to marketing your online business. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'll see you guys on the next one.